Welcome back to another week of Spring 2025 Anime Tier List, where I go over the most recent episodes that I personally watch and judge it based on how I enjoyed it. Cutoff is Sunday, so Monday anime don't count. Alright, anything off the chopping block as usual. Let's talk about the lowest performing shows and whether or not they should be dropped. So as usual, it's Windbreaker, Atelier Meister is down there as well, Summer Pockets, and low-key Boy Girl. I'm not gonna drop Boy Girl, but it's kind of interesting. I just kind of wanted to show you guys the viewership. So these shows at the very bottom, they're kind of struggling. I think what's really interesting is Boy Girl Friendship, because Boy Girl Friendship has been very strong, right? Extremely strong. Let's look at the viewership here on the right hand side. You can clearly tell that based on the engagement, something changes at around this point, right? The last time we had basically Himari do something crazy and stupid, people are tuning in, but guess what? When you don't have the drama that I mauled over, people don't give a fuck about the anime. Which I think is pretty telling of a show like this. It's a gimmick, right? And this isn't the only anime that suffers from, you know, issues like this. There's a lot of different animes where people only care about like one specific aspect of the anime, one specific plot line or some sort of behavior that they're expecting. And as soon as that's kind of done and they try to do something else with the anime, it dies off. What does that mean? The anime low-key is fraudulent. That's what that means, right? If you're only there just for these specific moments again of Himari crashing out, kind of tells that the story itself is actually weak. Now, to me personally, I think that this new direction of exploring what's going on with Yu's mindset of quitting the entrepreneurship, the business, the drama that's ensuing, rather than Himari and Enochi fighting over him, I think has been pretty good, but low-key fraudulent, man. Let's look at the last two reactions. How's it going? So, I mean, hey, green usually means good, right? This was 2 weeks ago, right? But you can see it's bottom of the fucking barrel. Even though watch time, people genuinely don't give a fuck about the show unless it's for these specific moments. And if we look at the most recent one, dead, right? Very, very dead. I should be dropping shows like this. I straight up should be. But, again, sometimes, even if we take a hit, and by the way, like, if you can't give me the views, then at the very least, give me the watch time. Because that means that at least the people watching actually care about the show. But if you can't even give me the watch time, usually I'll just drop it right there. But there's like this, again, one more layer of, alright, what's the average view duration like? And it's okay. I'm not gonna drop Boy Girl Friendship. We're near the end of it, and I think this anime has been pretty fun, and I kind of want to see it through, but that's kind of what's happening there, man. It truly shows that, like, doesn't matter how strong a series begins with, the fall off can be just as fast. Next up, let's see what we got. Oh, we're judging the most recent episode, Boy Girl Friendship. I probably put it at good. What really happened? What the hell did happen? And when she stepped up, he might have got scolded by Big Bro. Yu was trying to get his, like, mindset back to start the business up again. That's pretty much it. I think it was a good episode overall. Next up, we got... Alright, let's talk about Unk Tensei. So, Unk Tensei... Country Bumpkin only does well when either Alucia, Knight's Commander, is showing her thongs, or when Surana is showing her booty shorts. As you can tell, people don't really give a fuck about the fight scenes, right? It pretty much, I think the fan service kind of stopped around here, and we start to get more into the serious plot of Nui and father-daughter wholesome relationship going on. Let's look at the last three analytics, right? For these episodes. 3 weeks ago, the fight scene, pretty weak, man. People don't really care about these CGI fights, which I think is pretty well done. But say, people still, you know, very loyal audience. Remember, it's the views, not everything. I care about the watch time. Looking at the watch time here as well. Okay, Mui and Surana, a little bit of a slice of life stuff happening. And the most recent one, finally. See how suddenly the viewership is back to normal? Why is that? Because people only care that this fucking girl is dancing around in a thong during a sword fight. That's it. What a garbage audience, man. But hey, the people watching it, they do watch it for a long enough time. And I'm willing to definitely take a hit on this, even if it's sometimes not doing bad. But Unk Tensei, overall, I would say good episode. Yeah, I'd say good episode. Apparently, most recent one was, what's it called? More of anime only scenes, right? I thought we were going to get into this new arc, but we're not just there yet. We're still kind of like handling some behind the background scenes with what's going on. Trying to get Unk new drip. Alucia trying to ask Unk out, but then they had a fight just to see if she could, you know, earn it. And then he just like beat her by just like dragging her dress down, which was pretty funny. Fan service is on point. It's a good episode. Next up, what's doing really bad? Summer Pockets. Oh, Summer Pockets, low key. I really thought about dropping it last night. I was like, during stream, this shit is so fucking fried. Summer Pockets truly only does well when there is some ridiculous fan service happening, but even when ridiculous fan service is happening, and like, it's just not good enough, you know? I mean, the Tsumugi arc, I think it's a similar issue with, what's it called? 2B Hero X right now. 2B Hero X also suffering the same issue where you have these stories where the first couple episodes are from the perspective of the specific set of characters, and then once that arc is done, we switch to a different set of characters, right? We had the Linling Nice arc, we had the Yangcheng Isol arc, and now we're in the Lucky Xian arc, right? In Summer Pockets, it's a similar thing where we got the Kamome arc done, and now we're going to Tsumugi. Tsumugi fan service was not enough to keep it going, but let's see what's going on, right? So, this is supposed to be the pop-off Kamome episode. You can still tell that it's so fucking bad, even though it should be a pop-off episode. Let's look at the Tsumugi one. It's so fucking weak, right? Like, it is so garbage. It is so garbage, but the average view duration is kind of alright, so I was like, you know what? Monday, it's not like we got any other animes going on. Cause like, on Mondays, we only have Vigilante and, what's it called? MHA Vigilante and Summer Pockets, so remember, there's only 5 slots of edited content that I do on a quota, right? Per daily basis. And 4 of them is gonna be for the main channel, 1 of them is gonna be the second channel. So if you think about that, I think that if there is a day, if Monday had 4 weeklies, I would immediately drop Summer Pockets, right? If it had 3 weeklies, I probably would drop Summer Pockets. But the fact that we only have 2 weeklies, I can comfortably slide in 2 community series to kind of offset the L's that I'm taking with Summer Pockets. So that's kind of the mindset of why I'm continuing to watch Summer Pockets. Engagement, it's pretty fraudulent, man. I will probably still check out the next episode, because what happened yesterday was like, what the fuck? Did you turn into a bear doll? I kind of want to see what's going on with that. But Summer Pockets probably is going to get dropped at this rate. Since the Sunday is the cutoff, yesterday's Summer Pockets episode we watched isn't the one being judged. We're going to be judging the most recent, the week before that, which was Tsumugi just intro. I'd say it's just good overall. Nothing crazy happens. We just meet this new blonde girl and, you know, Shizuku, and they're just like, I'm titties! I'm titties! And I'm like, okay. And then, Mugyu? Mugyu? Okay. What the hell is happening here? Next up, Atelier Meister. How the fuck is this show still sticking around? Atelier Meister is somehow... This shit has always been kind of mid, but it has... Let's look at the last 3 weeks of performance, right? Atelier Meister has been also just like barely hanging on, right? Where it's like, I should probably drop this, but the watch time is alright. This is last week. Ooh, pretty cooked, but again, I look at the average watch time. Because we have such a strong, shitty isekai eating audience, shows like this, no matter how bad it is, usually makes it through. Every season, there's like one of these animes that kind of makes it through, no matter how garbage the anime really is. Like, Great Alchemist, I think, was last season. Listen, Great Alchemist and George, you can't tell me that the anime is fucking godlike. I think that it's a pretty mid anime that's enjoyable to watch. And it's kind of what's happening with Atelier Meister right now, too. I am... we'll see, right? We'll see. Atelier Meister is on Sundays, right? I should drop this shit, because I think that Sunday is Witch Watch and Uma Musume, which are pretty strong. Atelier Meister, I've just been keeping around because the average watch time has been good, but if the average watch time is also going to be falling off like this, I will just drop this shit in a fucking heartbeat. The episode overall, fucking mid. This is just mid every time, right? Honestly, like, what the hell really happened? It was a nice date episode with Lise trying to get a little bit of Kurt's. Some emotional stuff happening with Kurt, like, being accepted by everyone else and being like, Kurt, it's okay, man, because he's been groomed to be basically just this person who has no self-respect for himself. Pretty much it. Anything else? And Windbreaker, the other one that is just basically, again, these are the chopping block, right? These are the chopping block animes. And if we look at Windbreaker, low key, these 4 episodes that one's highlighted, I am impressed. Because this shows me that during these episodes, right? It was actually these 4 episodes. It's actually these 4 episodes. The viewership is struggling, but this is what I was saying. These are the, I talked about the issue of pacing and how if you have a show that appeals to a mainstream audience that has a lot of fight stuff and you go on and just talk about feelings for an entire month, 4 weeks, by the way, without like hyping up the fans, it's gonna die off. But within the Windbreaker community, there are loyal enough people who are willing to watch those like development scenes too, which is great to see. And now we're kind of out of that struggle and we're in the Roppo Ichiza arc. Let's look at the most recent episode. It was alright, I think. Nothing too crazy is changing. I think that the people who've dropped Windbreaker aren't even checking it out anymore, but the people that have stuck through it is kind of still there. The viewership is pretty stable. The watch time is also good enough to kind of go off by. This is the most recent one. We gotta let this shit cook a little bit more. As you can see, the 3rd day Shadowban, viewership has spiked, as you can see in the browse feature here as well. But the 3rd day Shadowban spike is not as significant for shows that underperforms usually like this. The watch time is still good enough. I'm not gonna drop it. Again, it's not just about viewers and average. It's not just about watch time and views. If there is a loyal enough audience, I will continue to tank because it's not that big of a deal. An average view duration is a decent metric to go off of by. So I'll keep Windbreaker around. Most recent Windbreaker episode, I put this in great. I'll put this shit in great. Maybe even peak. Peak? That's kind of crazy. Probably down here. Should I put it in peak? Fuck it, I'm putting it in peak. Had an amazing song. Shizuka, I think is her name. Like, her singing was so fucking good. The background music, the jazz was amazing. The fight scenes were really hype. The new guys showing up, the Roppo Ichiza guys, right? They're sick as well. They're not just random NPCs either. The aura was absolutely there. Episode was peak. I'm putting it in peak, bro. Fuck it. Next up. Now I think we've dealt with the shows that are just quote-unquote struggling. Isn't that crazy that Tibeta's not even mentioned? Tibeta wasn't even fucking mentioned. How is Tibeta doing? The beginning after the end is, like I said, strong isekai audience. Doesn't matter how garbage the anime is, this shit will continue to pump, baby, and I love to see it. We can farm the drama, right? The watch time is alright. We are cooking, man. We are absolutely cooking with this anime. Most recent episode of Tibeta, I would low-key put it in... I'll put it here. I think that the fight that happened in Unk Tensei is extremely better than the... Can we even call it a fight? It's a PowerPoint presentation, right? We never got to see the actual animation happening. Basically, bro just like beat up his dad in front of 2 hot moms. I like the new arc that we're going into, new characters, right? New powers. The power fantasy, I think, is about to happen. If we go into the academy arc, we'll see what's going to happen with there. But I would actually put this in good. I really enjoyed it. No matter how garbage the fight was, the overall like setting and the story is hard carrying. So I'll put this shit in good. Next up, rom-com. Hey, today's stream we're going to be watching Shunji Family as well. I thought this was a great episode. I think that maybe we should put this down in great for now instead of peak. Both these episodes I think were fantastic. It's crazy how Shunji Family is hitting hard. I'm invested. Like, usually I thought that it would be just like, one of those Takamine-san, animes, right? It's just Gunner anime, just like incest, harem bait, something crazy happening. But the author right there, Rent a Girlfriend, is cooking, bro. The Minami arc, I cared about it. It was emotional. It was great. All the siblings helped out. Arata had a great moment. Minami unfortunately had a better bittersweet end and she couldn't win, because of her injury, but still there was a great lesson to be had. And on an emotional level, I think it was a great episode. It's like, what the fuck? I am delightfully surprised. Super interested. I really enjoyed this. How's the performance of Shunji doing though? Is it okay? I think it's doing all right. Shiunji family. Ugh. So we need a little bit more of spice happening, right? Because again, you can't just have Minami emotional episode and have people really care. If something drama, group chat being leaked, Kotono alting and stuff like that's happening, obviously it's gonna do less. But of the people watching, the watch time is good enough. The audience, I think, cares enough to keep watching. So I'll keep going. I'll keep going. Next up, Evil Lord Isekai, most recent episode. This shit was actually so funny. It felt filler. Either top of good or up here. Like, I was actually the humor, like, bro. Brian, our butler, being like, Liam, you need to stop gooning to these fucking AI waifus. You're not gonna get a real kid at this rate. We need your lineage to continue beyond this. Thank you, Blazy, for the 4-month of Prime. I appreciate it, man. Brian was fucking killing in the last episode. I also loved how we went beyond our, you know, usual like space exploration or within our castle, but outside to our actual domain to see what are the people doing. The fashion trends is pretty funny, right? Of Liam also trying to hit on girls as well. The fact that he's like, oh wait, we already actually hired all the hottest girls in this planet. What the fuck? The whole like fashion trend stuff again. What the hell is this nose bubble stuff going on? What else happened? No tasty, unfortunately. Overall, it was really fun. Liam trying to just like live out, ball out in his luxury life, but realizing, oh, this actually is not practical because he didn't really think about it. I actually would put it in great. Next up, MHA Vigilante. MHA Vigilante, most recent episode, I would probably put it in good. Captain America, aka Captain Celebrity. What the hell are we doing right now? The last couple episodes has felt like filler. Because like, we were going so hard with this plotline of Queen Bee, Trigger, Stendhal, these villains. Recent couple episodes has felt like filler OVA content of just slice of life happening and meeting other characters that has nothing to do with Trigger stuff. Now, I wonder if Captain Celebrity episode is important because in the future, we will need to get bailed out by some hero. And All Might can't save everybody, and maybe Captain CC will come back and save us. I don't know. We were also kind of setting stuff up with Makoto, right? The sister of the detective, and thinking about the philosophies and the ideologies of heroes and vigilantism. So it does feel like, even though it feels filler, there is setup happening, some foundation setting up. So we'll see where we're going with this. Overall, funny episode. Kind of creepy guy, but still, he's a creepy, weird guy, Captain Celebrity, that I think is pretty entertaining. Next up, Apothecary Diaries came back, baby. What happened? Apparently the first half of the episode was anime-only stuff. I don't know, random comments are telling me that. The whole festival, Lantern Rite festival stuff, the culture in this island. Some crazy bombshell drop is the color blindness genetics that happens from, you know, the royal lineage side existing in this village as well, which is really interesting. Because like the whole Fox mask being green or red, right? And Lolan having green because obviously she has that same bloodline because her father also has that bloodline. Most likely, again, it's going to be used to kind of justify their hostile takeover as their rightful claim to the throne. What else is happening? Then the rest of it was just kind of chilling. The biggest one was Shen Mei showing up at the end, the murder baba. It's crazy, scary Gilf showed up at the very end. I'd probably put it in good. I don't think this episode was so crazy that I would put it in greater peak. It felt like we're just coming back from a break and we're slowly introducing, you know, the setting again, and some crazy stuff happened at the end. I'd probably put it in good. Next up, we got Two Perfect Saint. Two Perfect Saints. Most recent episode. Dude, I want to put it in peak. Straight up want to put it in peak. I'm low-key thinking these episodes should go in peak. I feel like it's in the great though. These episodes have been fantastic. Like the revelation with the Aunt Hildegard plot twist. What the fuck? Like the baby kidnapping gaslight plot twist into her not being able to disclose her identity. Like, oh my god. oh my god. Like, the drama, the claim to the revenge doesn't just exist amongst our siblingship within the sisters. No, it goes back far as aunties, right? Cool to see Fernand, the crown prince, come back and, you know, try to go against the shitty Julius prince right now. Two Perfect Saint, I think, is such a great anime, such an underlooked anime. It's such a low budget project too, but it truly is able to handle its like circumstances with low budget, right? You can clearly see that the animations and stuff, it's not peak, but at the same time, it doesn't look bad either. I have a lot of great things about to say about this anime right now. I think it's gonna be locked in into 7.5 to 8 territory. It's great anime. Next up, Witch Watch episode. We had two skits. It was the Maso kid-friendly Ottoman Shiho, and then Kanchan being stuck at just 10x speed. I think it was a good episode. I think it was a good, funny episode. Nothing too crazy happening. Just standard Witch Watch slice of life fun. Next, we got Ninkoro. Ninkoro most recent episode was the gambling, the microtransactions, Sakoto trying to farm her social media points, her realizing that her cooking stuff actually doesn't get liked, but the people just want to see her titties and face instead. This show, and then the trash, it's gotta go peak. It's actually gotta go peak. It does. It has to. The dark tones, the tragicness that happened with her school, Konoha's school friend, because her dad's already dead because of us. And then we got a job, right? And it's to kill this new girl that looks just like Konoha. And this new girl is actually a friend of, you know, again, our school friend with the white hairband, who is just going through it. She has to live by herself, work part-time jobs. She is failing at school because she gotta obviously pay the bills, but she tries to do her best and live her best life with her friends that she has, but her friend is now dead. Not our fault though. Our ranking went down, which hints that Konoha rejected the offer, but most likely some other person took the offer. The offer was also crazy. It's from a different parent, and a different parent says like, this girl is doing too well in the academics and is out competing my child. Please assassinate this girl. I was like, what the fuck? This anime most likely is the most underrated. I think, again, I think Two Perfect Saint is also underrated, but this anime, easy 8 out of 10. Most likely at 8.5 for me right now. Could it go into the 9s? I don't know. But the more I think about what this anime has done and what Studio Shaft has been cooking up, people don't even understand the greatness that's happening with this anime. Truly one of the most underlooked animes right now, but the quality is on another fucking level. Ninkoro goes in peak, man. Next up, Uma Musume. Of course it goes in peak. Of course it goes in peak. Crazy pacing happening right now, man. The races. How many races do we have? Holy shit. We have 3 fucking races. 2 of them was main character races to Burakuel and Yaido. Done. Yaino's stuff was also hilarious with their coach being like this, like, old style, like, samurai sensei coach. What the hell are we doing? We fucking horse racing. Why you got that fucking samurai sword, man? And the oots. It's so funny. We also didn't even recognize her like challenge letter that she spent entire lunch break doing a calligraphy. The cafeteria lady was over farming. The news reporter is clutching for us and trying to get, you know, Oguri Cap to be recognized among the masses. She is absolutely delivering on all the races right now. The aura farming is insane. Also got to see, you know, the Emperor slowly start to crumble. I think she's going to fold and maybe give, you know, Oguri Cap some leniency, but amazing episode, man. I love this new setting. It's going so fast right now. All the new characters are so peak. The power scaling though is kind of crazy though. All these new characters got introduced, immediately fucking power crept. Next up, Yami Healer. Most recent episode was low-key peak. Again, like these episodes, I don't think I can put all these in peak though. All of these had some amazing scenes though. But I feel like if everything is peak, then nothing is peak, right? Like, Yami Healer popped off too. It genuinely did, right? Yami Healer straight up fucking popped off. And this the Royal Academy arc is so funny. The teachers are like, what the hell did you just do? I don't even care what you just did. Please be my assistant. You like, Zenos is, sorry, Zeno, not Zenos anymore. He's just trying to like stay low key, but everyone else is so stupid and challenging him. Now he gets to flex without even flexing. The new plot is pretty interesting. We gotta find this new kid. He's gone missing. The director is also sick. Vice director is this new like snobby golden guy again. Undead, right? Carmilla being here basically causes all the bullshit to happen too. We had a Sakuga moment, right? Fighting the big undead guy. We also got to correct that shitty, you know, jealous kid who is kind of like hating on Zeno, but I think he's gonna be maybe a friend or some sort of acquaintance pretty soon. I think that these episodes truly were great, but I'll put it down here again. I'll put it down here again. Man, like these episodes, they were really good, but I think that Uma Musume and Ninkoro does stand out amongst the rest because obviously some crazy production value is happening. At this point, I think that production value is a differentiating factor, so I'll put Windbreaker up here too then. These are truly great episodes. And finally, To Be Hero X, of course. I probably put To Be Hero X over here. I like the new Lucky Xian arc. I think I enjoy Uma Musume more because Uma Musume was like back to hype, but To Be Hero X is more like, what the hell's going on? The plot is getting so interesting. They're trying to use this girl who survived from a plane crash, and she's lucky. She already has trust value. When did it start? Before the plane crash? After the plane crash? I don't know. There's also this Aether lab that's being mentioned, right? And how people will like, you know, be fearful, and what the hell's going on with that shit? And the church also using Lucky Xian, you know, to just farm money. It's such a interesting setting happening right now. And at the end, as we try to escape with Calamity, boom, the cult director shows up and he's like, nah, you ain't getting out. I love this new arc happening. How are people feeling about the new arc though? Because again, every time we do a context shift, it starts to low-key fall off. To Be Hero. It's doing good enough. The fact that Isol, you know, finale was able to hit 7.6k was pretty good, I'd say so. Yang Cheng, you know, Linling finale was able to hit 10k. The 3 episodes of Isol arc was alright. We gotta obviously let the third day spike hit. Again, what's a third day spike? If you don't know, in your shadow ban at that third day mark, your floodgates open up and boom, you can see that there is the backloaded viewership that gets gained because YouTube hates me. But hey, it doesn't matter. A third day hasn't hit just yet, but still, among the people watching, fantastic engagement. There's no shot I'm dropping this anime. It's doing so well right now, and I'm glad that it's going to go the distance. And that's pretty much it. I think this is my final tier list for this week's of anime. We had a lot of great episodes, man. A lot of peak episodes, too. Many of these were solid. And Atelier Meister, come on, man. You know it's fucking mid, but I'll still watch it. That's it from me. Bye-bye.